Hey everybody, welcome back. This is a bit unorthodox for my channel, but new job and everything. I literally have almost no time to get videos out to you. So taking my lunch break to bring you the breaking news about the ban list and what I think about the hits on the ban list. So let's jump right into it. Let's start with the forbidden. I literally watched one video, so if I missed something, I apologize. So ban Dark Matter Dragon. Obviously we needed that. The Gandora FTK was starting to pop up. Also, Armorphage Goliath isn't really a fun card to play against. Do I think that? So if you pay attention to the rest of the list, there weren't a lot of other hits to Thunder Dragons. I think this is the right direction. It takes away a power card, but they'll just kind of creep back to their previous iterations, and the deck is still pretty much at full power. You've got Colossus, you've got everything. You still have Saryuja, which is the important part. So the important part of the deck, especially with the guard dragons. So it doesn't do a whole lot to the deck, except for doesn't let it like be super degenerate with the Amorphages. Let's see what else was banned. Summon Sorceress. Yes, that is. We all knew that was going to happen. The Dark Warrior combo decks. To an extent, kind of, the Thunder Dragon decks. I'll tell you right now that I didn't go into it very much. It was nice to have, but I didn't go into it every game. Actually, there was one point where I was actually considering cutting it from Thunder Dragons. But yeah, but that's really good because, as a thought, all of those combo decks, the Dark Warrior combo decks that promote like super degenerate boards, those were hit because of that, and we knew that it was going to happen. So yeah, there was that. That's fine. And then rank up magic, we knew that was coming. There were arguments that it was either that or Azathoth, but if you think about it, we still have Kali Yuga, so why not hit the card that, I mean, that enables all of that? You basically are protecting yourself in the future from rank up shenanigans. So I think that's it for the ban. Let's go to limited to one. Kagari, which is awesome. So I am so racist against Sky Strikers. I hate the deck with a passion, but I see what they're doing. They're keeping the deck alive. They've got one Kagari, and they've got to figure out a way to recycle it, which is going to take kind of additions to the deck. Either they're not going to change their play style, but they're going to have to make additions to the deck so that the deck can function with only one. So, like for instance, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for them to go into a turn one play where they open up a huge board, or not. It's not going to be more difficult. That's going to remain the same. What's going to be affected by this is the long-term game. The long game of Sky Strikers has now been affected. I'm gonna switch hands here. So the long-term game of Sky Strikers has been effective, and that's what they've been kind of best at. Like you never want to go into a long game of Sky Strikers because they'll just outgrind you. Now they still have multi-roll, so I feel like Sky Strikers are still going to be there. Good players are going to play around that. I think good players can play with one Kagari any day of the week. So next, Phantom Sky Blaster to 1. That was good. The one card Saryuja with the dangers is really good. Honestly, if in my opinion, it's so good in combination with Saryuja. If you're not going to hit Saryuja, maybe they should have banned it. Because it's still there. It's almost like, okay, I drew it, so now I go into Saryuja, and now I have a million different guard dragon plays. So I don't know how I feel about that one. Again, I'm a little bit biased as a Thunder Dragon player. I think it's freaking great that we still have Sky Blaster, but the deck's still going to be able to cycle through to it and get to it. And Thunder Dragon really doesn't need its normal summon a whole lot, so I don't think that that was like a huge hit to them. In fact, I've been experimenting with a build that I just went to the Brooklyn regional with and did pretty okay, which was only running 2 Sky Blaster and 2 Batteryman Solar. Now I might have to just switch to 3 Batteryman Solar, 1 Sky Blaster. That's pretty much the only hits to the deck, outside of replacing Summon Sorceress with something like the Link to Heradic thing. But that's besides the point. Let's see, anything else go to 1? I don't think anything else went to 1. Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't really think about it. That's the important stuff anyway. Unlimited, they unlimited Miscellaneousaurus, which is interesting. It's interesting because like True King Dino topped the regional a little while ago. That's not saying anything about the deck, except for that it has some sort of potential in the right field. But two Paleozoic dinosaur lists did top. Now, as far as those lists are concerned, I don't think that Miscellaneousaurus was the most important card in the list. So really, Miscellaneousaurus is affecting more the True King Dino aspect, or the True King Dino build of dinosaurs. But the True King Dino build is not the build that has been putting up results. So I don't know. I don't think that's going to really have a huge effect on the game. Maybe with some new cards coming out, maybe. But man, yeah, I mean, those are my initial thoughts. I can't really think of anything else, like anything else that was super important. Oh yeah, you know what was important? Freaking, I can't believe I missed this. Lady Debug to 1. I'm so surprised that they hit Salamangreat this early. Yes, like they've been taking, like they've been taking over, but I feel like there's just so much representation because they're so cheap. But Lady Debug was perfectly fine. Builds are going to start going more towards Flame Buffalo. I know that I saw pretty great success. Well, if you pay attention to the channel at all, I had a undefeated Salamangreat list where I won a Winamat event, went undefeated with it, and it was only playing 2 Lady Debug. So builds are going to probably start moving more towards that. Salamangreat builds are going to be moving towards that, actually the artifact engine, because of Thunder Dragons. Thunder Dragons are going to start taking over. So it makes sense that those are the builds that are going to come out of it. So you're going to see a lot more Flame Buffalo, not because they have to, but because that's the type of build that goes more hand in hand with the artifact engine. Oh yeah, another important one was super polymerization to 2. I don't know how I feel about that. I actually have no idea how I feel about that. Super poly to 2. Well, it was being played in the side deck of Salamangreat a lot, so that makes that a little bit more degenerate. But I feel like super poly and if like you throw 2 super poly into your side deck, and also throw a Thunder Dragon Titan into the side deck, that's so good against Thunder Dragons, and you know they're going to be everywhere. So there's that. I think Altergeist could get away with it. They don't really use their extra deck a whole lot. Altergeist might see a boost in play, just because they're kind of that next deck that just wasn't hit whatsoever, but it's still there at full power. It's hard to say without like really thinking about it what decks are going to come out of it. Because I haven't. I looked at the list once and was like, oh my god, I need a video. So about to upload this. I want to hear what you guys think in the comments, what you guys think the next best decks are going to be, because they covered a lot of bases. I think Sky Strikers are still going to be in a lot of the top spots. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll be putting out more content, don't worry about that. But yeah, see you guys next time.